Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin White, and today we're going to be talking about SMART goals and how you can make your dreams a reality. So the first thing we're going to be doing is what I like to call a wish list activity. If you can just grab a piece of paper or a journal that you have and make a list of 5 to 10 wishes or dreams that you have, we'll go ahead and start there. I generally give my group about 10 minutes to finish this, but I'm only going to pause for a few since this is a recorded presentation. Okay, and if you need more time, please feel free to pause this and continue, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next slide. So like I said, today we are talking about SMART goals. SMART goals are goals that are based on the SMART model, which is widely accepted as the go-to approach to setting both simple and complex goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And so I don't bore you with my voice. I've got a video up next that's got some visuals, so that'll be a little bit more interesting. And sorry, it won't let me go into full screen mode or else I can't keep recording.
That in whatever,
Every time. There we go.
regardless if it is professional or personal, we all struggle sometimes to achieve our goals. Many times our struggle is not because of a lack of effort, but rather how our goals have been structured. Anytime you set a goal or if you find yourself struggling while working towards a goal, keep in mind the word SMART. SMART is an acronym that can be used to help evaluate and add structure to your goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART begins with asking yourself the degree to which a goal is specific. This is arguably the most important part of establishing or evaluating a goal. The less specific a goal, the more difficult it is to determine how long the goal should take to complete or how to measure success. Consider the difference between a goal to get healthy versus the goal to lose weight versus the goal to lose 10 pounds. The goal to get healthy is much less specific than a goal to lose 10 pounds. The next question to ask: how is the goal measured? What determines success? Some goals may be best measured by a simple yes or no, such as the goal of climbing to the top of a mountain, while other goals are better measured by using metrics such as the goal to lose 10 pounds. The key to measurement is making sure that in whatever way the goal is measured, it accurately reflects success. For instance, if you do not have access to a scale, then measuring weight loss will be difficult and less accurate. An alternative measure may be to track how many inches you have lost around the waist. But to what extent does this accurately reflect the goal? Without access to a reliable way of measuring weight, we may want to consider buying a scale or restructuring our goal. Actionable is not asking yes or no, but how will the goal be achieved? What is our action plan? Do we have the resources and capabilities required to achieve success? If not, what are we lacking? Well-designed goals provide clarity of action. If the actions required to achieve a goal are unclear or there are a large number of actions that need to be taken, we should consider breaking down the main goal into manageable, actionable sub-goals. In isolation, any single goal is relevant, but in life we most often are in the process of pursuing multiple goals. A common issue we face is having too many goals at the same time or pursuing the wrong goals. With this in mind, we need a mechanism to help us monitor our goals to make sure we are pursuing our most relevant goals at any given moment in time. One technique is to place goals in a matrix that looks at effort required versus perceived value of achieving the goal. Not always, but most of the time we will want to focus our energy on low-effort, high-value goals. Another technique is to use the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. Ask, which are the 20% of goals that will provide me with 80% of my return? The last thing we want to make sure is that goals are time-bound. By including a specific date by which a goal should be accomplished, it helps provide incentive and allows us to monitor progress. Consider the difference between the goal to lose 10 pounds and the goal to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks. Simply by including an element of time, we can now calculate how much we should be losing each week, and if after 5 weeks we have only lost 1 pound, we can revisit our action plan. Be wary of any goal that is open-ended, such as the common goal to learn a foreign language. Last, it is important to reinforce that goal setting is not an event. It is an ongoing process of action, evaluation, and revision. It is not about lowering goals or standards to ensure success. It is about recognizing goals are dynamic because life is dynamic. We do not live in a static world. Life happens. A goal that is relevant today may be irrelevant tomorrow. When using SMART, stay flexible and motivated by setting aside time to reevaluate your goals on a regular basis.
Okay, guys. And if you want a link to that video, I've got it at the end of the presentation, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, so those lists that I had you write earlier, I'm going to go ahead and use them now for our changing dreams into goals activity. Using the SMART model, I'm going to have you create a goal that will help you reach one of those dreams or wishes that you wrote down earlier. And over on the right-hand side here, I've got a list of things just to keep in mind while you're creating those goals. If you want, in your journal or on that piece of paper, you can go ahead and actually write down the acronym, and I would suggest writing down a specific thing for each word that'll help you make that goal a SMART goal. For example, if you're wanting to lose weight, like in the video, you got to be specific. Instead of just saying lose weight, say I'm going to lose 5 pounds. Things like that. So go ahead. I'm going to give you another 15 minutes, but I'm only going to pause for a few seconds in the presentation again. So go ahead and pause the video until you are done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. If you need more time, go ahead and pause. And then these are just some discussion questions that I would normally bring up in a group setting, such as what is the value of setting a SMART goal? What is the greatest challenge you see in making SMART goals? How can a SMART goal help you distinguish between a wish and a goal? And how is a SMART goal a part of creating a solution to the questions, what will you do and who will you be? These just kind of raise some questions that people wouldn't normally think of and help ingrain the ideas that have been taught in this class just a little bit more. And then at this point, I would normally ask questions, but since this is recorded, I can't really do that. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me in this presentation. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something as well. And then like I said, here is that page of references. Here's the one for the YouTube video, and these two are just some pages that I got some of my information on SMART goals from. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thank you so much.